One way we've started to think about the church in Cumbria is like a garden. There are different sorts of gardens, wild ones, walled ones, flower or fruit, and even gardens that have a little bit of everything. Everyone has a part to play, and in different places, different plants will thrive based on the local conditions. We might even have some huge time-honoured trees or small new plants that need nurturing. There might be a section we're letting rest or to go wild, and we'll probably need some compost bins where we let things die so they can give space for new plants to grow. As we faithfully improvise what it is to be church in Cumbria, one of the tools we've used in the Northern Mission Centre to help us is the mixed ecology of church Trellis. The Trellis, like the Northern Mission Centre, is here to support all the expressions of church that are growing across our region. We like the garden idea, and the trellis image is deliberately organic as the vines interweave across the different elements, traditions and approaches to show how we need each other. We know time-honoured church and fresh expressions have distinct needs, but we also need one another if we're going to serve everyone in our diverse community. The trellis acts a bit like a graph, and so it has two sides. The left-hand side describes the type of attitudes and aptitudes that church members and leaders might take in helping the mixed ecology of church grow. Some people are happy where they are and are not looking to reach out to their community proactively, perhaps an older congregation being faithfully served weekly Eucharist. Others naturally like using the traditional connections the church already has, like christenings and weddings, to attract and connect with new people. Bridges are keen to serve the local community and start groups like coffee mornings or toddler groups, and use these as a bridge to invite people to Sunday services. Some people are keen to work with a group of Christians to plant a church in new areas or revitalise a place with a smaller congregation. Reproducers are people who like the idea of using tried and tested methods of church, like messy church, that can be reproduced in their local area to grow a new Christian community. Adapters think an idea could work locally, but it needs to be tweaked or adapted to their situation. For example, a mountain pilgrims group might change to a campfire gathering for people who like being outside but aren't keen on walking. Some people are great at coming up with new ideas, and innovators develop new things with new people in new ways to form Christian community. Others are natural activists or entrepreneurs and can work well beyond what we think of traditionally as church. These people may develop social enterprises like the restore shops or specialist groups. The bottom of the trellis shows the different types of churches in the mixed ecology, and many of these are already present in various communities across Cumbria. It is entirely possible to inhabit more than one space. For example, a time-honoured church community may run a service dedicated to people who simply want to attend a weekly communion, and others in the church community could run a messy church and turn their hall into a cafe enterprise, engaging new people beyond their usual reach. And don't forget, no one image or idea can capture all that is going on across the region. And people like community chaplains, neighbourhood workers, street pastors, all have a part to play in the mixed ecology of church. One more important role we've talked about in Cumbria are the accommodators. These leaders are generous space makers, leaders who see that time-honoured and fresh expressions need each other. Even if they're working primarily with a settled church congregation, they look to help others flourish and let them go to new places that they themselves or their established congregation may never go.